Hello, this is Big Al, and welcome to another card video. Today I'm going to do another in the Cards from My Closet series, and I'm going to feature the 1985 Topps Super Set. Now, unless you've gone back and watched my old videos, I'm going to guess that most of you are not sure what Cards from My Closet is, and because I haven't done one for a while. And I readily admit the name may not be the best, but it literally describes what it is. These are cards that were stored in my closet for 30 years for my original collecting days. And when I decided to look through my old collection, these are items that I found especially interesting. And so I thought they would make for a good video. And so there is a Cards from My Closet playlist on my channel. I think there's only about 3 videos in there, and like I said, it's been quite a while since I did one, but I thought it was time to do it again, and I have, I think, a very interesting item here. It is the 1985 Topps Super Set, and according to Baseball Cardpedia, the cards are oversized and they are 4 7/8 inches by 6 7/8 inches. So essentially they're 5 by 7 cards. So just to kind of show the difference, here's the top card in that set, and here's a normal, like a Willie, here's a normal size card. So obviously there's quite a bit difference. And they're 5 by 7 cards. There are 60 cards in the checklist. And by my count, looking through the checklist, I counted 23 Hall of Fame players in the checklist out of the 60. And that doesn't count players like Pete Rose is in the set. And obviously he would be a Hall of Famer, but when we know there's off the field reasons that he's not. And there's also a lot of players that are very close to being Hall of Famers. Some people think they should be. So there are a lot of great players in this checklist. So I'm going to move my bobbleheads out of the way, my Bernie Brewer and Greg Vaughn, just to make a little more room for these oversized cards. And if you look at the checklist, or on my playlist for Cards from My Closet, you'll notice there's a similar video for the 1980 Topps Super Set. That set is slightly different. It does not use the 1980 Topps design on the front and back. It just has a picture, and all it had was a fake autograph of the player name. The player name was not printed on there. It was just a picture and their autograph. Not even a logo, team name, or anything. And the backs were just plain gray. As you can see from this Ryne Sandberg, this set is like a duplicate of the 1985 regular cards. And then the backs also look like the 1985 Topps cards. Obviously here the numbering, this is number 1 in this checklist. So the numbering is different. It has its own numbering in the set. But this is different than the 1980 set in that it kind of duplicates the cards from the regular set. And I don't know when Topps changed that up, or if they did a super set every year, and when they stopped doing them. I am not sure. But anyway, let's kind of just go through them. I thought it would be fun to look at them. And these are in order of the checklist numbers. So, and here we start with Ryne Sandberg. He is a Hall of Famer. And then we have a Willie Hernandez. Remember he had such a great season as a closer for the '84 Tigers that won the World Series. Rick Sutcliffe with the Cubs. Here's Don Mattingly. Here's one of those examples where he is not in the Hall of Fame, but there are people who think he should be. Here's Tony Gwynn, obviously a Hall of Famer. Elvin Davis with the Seattle Mariners. Dwight Gooden. Nice, famous looking card there. Dan Quisenberry of the Royals, their submarine style relief pitcher. He was a great closer. And speaking of great closers, here's Bruce Sutter, closer for the Cardinals. He's in the Hall of Fame. And Tony Armas. And Dale Murphy, who many people think should be in the Hall of Fame. And let's just take a quick look, talk about the condition of this set that I have. I found this in the bottom of a box, and so they were just loose. So a lot of them do have some. This one doesn't look too bad. A lot of them do have some corner nicks and so forth. So it's not like they're in mint condition necessarily, the set. But I don't think they're in bad shape considering how old it is. And here's a Mike Schmidt, obvious Hall of Famer there. One of the greatest third basemen ever. Gary Carter is a Hall of Famer with the Expos. And we're on a nice little run of Hall of Fame players here. Tim Raines, or not, this is Ricky Henderson. Tim Raines is next. Ricky Henderson, obviously a great player. Tim Raines. So we had about 4 or 5 Hall of Famers in a row in the checklist there. Here's a Mike Boddicker of the Orioles. Alejandro Pena. Eddie Murray is in the Hall of Fame. Here's Gary Matthews. Nickname was Sarge. There's a decent amount of Cubs in this set. The Cubs had a really good year the year before. And so I think they had some extra. There was Sandberg and Sutcliffe and Gary Matthews there. Here's Mark Langston with the Mariners. Mario Soto, who was a really good pitcher in his day. Dave Stieb with the Blue Jays. The thing I remember about Dave Stieb is how many times he almost pitched a no-hitter. I don't have the exact number in front of me, but seemed like there were lots of times he got like to the 9th inning with a no-hitter and then lost it. And here's a little example of this bottom corner. Here is nicked up pretty good. Obviously, it must have got jostled around in the box. Here is one of the best cards in the set. Nolan Ryan. Any set from the 1980s, Nolan Ryan is probably up there at the top of the best cards. Nice action picture there of Nolan. Steve Carlton, another Hall of Famer. Alan Trammell, also in the Hall of Fame. And Steve Garvey with the Padres here. After he had left the Dodgers, he's with the Padres. Kirk Gibson. And here's Juan Samuel of the Phillies. Reggie Jackson, now with the Angels at this point in 1985. Darryl Strawberry. Obviously, back in that day, this was what would have been one of the better cards. Darryl Strawberry was the rage at the time. Tom Seaver with the White Sox. And here's the Pete Rose I mentioned. And he's listed as first base manager, it says. Obviously, he would be a Hall of Famer, but he's out for all his off-the-field issues. Here's Dwight Evans. And we have Jose Cruz. And we have Bert Blyleven with the Indians here. He is in the Hall of Fame. It's a good one. Keith Hernandez with the Mets. And here is the lone Brewer card in the set. It's Robin Yount. Really nice card here. Really nice looking photo there of Robin Yount. But that is the only Brewer in this checklist. So for my Brewer fans out there, this is it. This is what you got. But can't do much better than that, than Robin Yount. Joaquin Andujar is next. Lloyd Moseby of the Blue Jays. And here's Chili Davis. He's number 40. So we're 40 out of 60. Kent Hrbek from the Twins. Dave Parker at this point with the Reds. Don't think of Dave Parker as a Red, but he was at this point. Jack Morris in the Hall of Fame, one of the 23 in the set. Here's Pedro Guerrero, who was a really good player for a while with the Dodgers. He had he hit 303, and so he was a good hitter. Mike Witt. Here's a Hall of Famer, George Brett. Obviously a great player. And another Hall of Famer, Ozzie Smith. The Wizard. We're on a stretch of Hall of Famers again. Cal Ripken. Nice picture of Cal there on his follow through. Rich Gossage, Goose Gossage, with the Padres at this point in his career. And Jim Rice, he's in the Hall of Fame, as is Harold Baines. So we've had about 5 or 6 in a row in the Hall of Fame here. Fernando Valenzuela, who for that little short period of time, Fernando Mania was running wild. And, yeah, he was one of the better pitchers in the league for a while there. Here is Buddy Bell with the Rangers. Jesse Orosco with the Mets. Lance Parrish for the Tigers. Jason Thompson for the Pirates. Now, this is one that doesn't seem to belong with the set, but maybe they needed, I don't know, maybe they needed a player from every team. I don't remember if there were other Pirates, but it just seems kind of Jason Thompson seems out of place in the set. No disrespect to him, but it just does to me. Tom Brunansky, he was a slugger for the Twins. Dave Righetti. And it ends with Dave Kingman, the Oakland A's, who Dave Kingman had a long career hitting lots of home runs and also striking out a lot. Although by today's standards, maybe he didn't strike out so much, but he hit a lot of home runs. And you'll notice here, I'm at the bottom of my pile, and Dave Kingman was number 59, and I said that it was a 60-card set. That's because I have the complete set minus 1 card. And that's the last card in the checklist, number 60. And that card is Dave Winfield. So I think I might have to go looking to get a 1985 Top Super Dave Winfield just to complete my set. I can't have it missing just the 1 card, a complete set and missing just the 1 card. So I think I'm going to have to go looking for that just to complete the set. It would drive me crazy to have 1 card missing out of it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at the 1985 Top Super set. I hope you found it interesting. One thing I didn't mention, I did look up like the value of this. It's not the most valuable set. I looked on eBay, and the 2 most recent sales of a complete set, one sold for $15 and one sold for $25. So I guess you could say maybe it's about a $20 set on value of it. So nothing outrageous. Not gonna get rich off this set, but I just find it interesting. I like the oversized cards, even though they are hard to store. But I just find this set interesting, and I hope you did too. And if you did find it interesting, please give the video a like, and also subscribe to my channel. It helps me out, and I really appreciate everyone who does that. And leave leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the Topps Super sets. Do you know more about them than I do? Like when they started, when they ended, when did they start using the regular set design on the Topps Super? And what do you think about the 1985 Topps Super cards in particular? I'd really be interested in what people have to say, and I love to interact in the comments. And so that will be it for now. And until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.